Alright, I'm back, summoning this banner again. I have not pulled DROLE. As you can see, my whole box is only missing 2 units. It's the Hellbroom from top 100, which I'll get whenever he's available again in DROLE. And I don't want to keep summoning this banner because DROLE is a unit that is going to be in the part 2 tickets, and I'm saving my part 2 tickets right here. I have 4 right now. I'm gonna be saving them. Whenever we get new activities, I give part 2 tickets as well. I might be able to pull him, because I pulled Zeldris from those tickets twice already. And he, you know, was added very recently, so chances of me pulling Joe whenever he gets added are very high. And we're also getting another free ticket multi from missions. But I don't know how to do the missions specifically. I'm gonna actually go in the Grand Cross database to check. So I got tickets because they end up being cheaper than buying just straight gems. But I honestly would have preferred to buy gems, because if I pull him in this multi, I don't want to keep summoning, right? But chances are, given my luck for how this banner has been, something tells me that I'm not, so if I don't pull him in these 4 multis, I will wait to get the free 10 tickets and then put in this video as well, see if I pull him. But it's weird, like I've got a decent amount of SSRs. I did one multi yesterday when I finished getting my tickets for Super Boss. I just did it off camera because it was just one multi. And I did pull 3 SSRs, but it was 2 Jennas and a Gila, I think. Just like it was a bunch of SSRs, but not the ones I want. Or the one I want, because I only really want DROLE, that's it, and just for his showcase. And that's really it. It pisses me off. It really does. I'm glad that at least the ticket pack isn't bad. It's pretty decent. It comes with, oh my god. I'm really just getting shafted. It comes with tickets, gems, and little stuff. Just pretty good. It's not so bad at all. Man, I'm just, oh okay, Lost Vein. This could be it. Honestly, if I pull Joe right now, I'm just gonna put this in the showcase. I'm just gonna put this intro for a showcase. It's pretty short, 2 minutes. I think that's fair. His showcase might be long, so I don't know. If I pull him right now, though, that'll be nice, because I don't want to buy more. I said this banner is not the kind of banner I want to put more than, you know, like 20 multis in, like, or something crazy like that, you know. 1 SSR, okay. 1 SSR. I should be at 60% on the guaranteed as well. So I should do enough until the guaranteed at least. Before the banner goes away if I don't pull him right here. There was Hawk in the thing. I hope it's not Elizabeth or Meliodas, to be honest. Like, damn, Meliodas minus 4 out of 6 now. I don't plan on 6-6ing him at all. I don't care for it, but it's what the game is kind of forcing me to do at this point. Alright. Don't be the Melly. Oh, yes! Okay. Nice. Not summoning this band anymore. I'm out. Great. Okay. I'm at 80 and 6-star him. And we're doing a showcase right now. Alright. This is the beginning of the video. That's great. That's actually very good. Alright, so now I got DROLE, and let's check out what he does. DROLE is a very interesting character. When, you know, we got his info, we thought that he was gonna be the counter for Lost Vein. Lost Vein and the Ultra Rush team was dead, when in reality it wasn't that. So his passive is that every time an enemy gets to 5 ultimate gauges, or they get an ultimate, they get a debuff that disables ultimate moves for 2 turns. Now, because this is a passive, we thought that maybe it would be like Fraudrin. If you know what Fraudrin's passive is, if he has more CC than someone from the enemy team, that person cannot gain ultimate gauge for 2 turns, or 3. I think it's 2 turns. And because the passive, maybe it wouldn't be able to be cleansed, but it can. So if you're running King in your team and the enemy is using, you know, DROLE, if you get debuffed, just cleanse it and you're fine. So it was a yikes. It was a bit of a yikes for him. I mean, yeah, it's good that it doesn't invalidate the Ultimate Rush team that a lot of people put so much resource into, but it would have been interesting to see how the meta would turn now. But regardless, his first card is Detonate, which for each ultimate gauge the enemy has, he does extra 20% damage. It goes up to 400%. And his second card is an AoE, does 120, 180, I'm sorry, 120, 130, 180, disables buff and debuff skills, meaning that he does not disable King from healing and, you know, cleansing the debuff, but he can disable, if you're facing Elizabeth team, he can disable the shield, which is actually pretty nice, but again, if the enemy has King, he can cleanse that. I mean, I guess if you force the enemy to use a cleanse right there, maybe you can hold on to his passive and make more use out of it, but still. So his stats are very nice. So one issue that I've been having is that if you don't have war gear for a character, the stats look very low in comparison to characters that you do have war gear, but base stats are pretty nice. 72.5% resistance, and I have no costumes. So yeah, it's pretty good base resistance. 53% base crit, penetration is also really good. Very bad crit chance and crit damage though. But yeah, so first, take him on PvE real quick. I'm bringing this team. DN increases the damage dealt by giant allies. The game's very loud, sorry. Giant allies by 40%, and Matrona increases the base stats of all giants by 25%. So his attack stat will be very high. And of course, I'll be taking him on PvP as well, on both ungeared. Should I take him on geared? I don't, again, it's the thing, if you don't have the war gear, your characters are in such a big disadvantage against characters that does have your war gear. Characters that do have your war gear, I'm sorry. So, DROLE is going to be, in such a disadvantage, it's not going to be, like, really good of a show for him. But regardless. So, his attack stat right now with Matrona in the team is at 16.8 thousand. What's his HP? I mean, I'm using attacking crit damage, 32k. I misplayed right there. Nice. Let me, I just want to see the animation real quick. See how it does. Oh, it's Jotaro's voice actor! Alright, he's sealed, of course. If you guys don't know, I am a huge fan of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. And, Joe's voice actor is the same one as Jotaro from part 3, 4, 5, and eventually 6. So, it's so cool that I can hear Jotaro's voice, I just can't play with him, specifically. Oh, I forgot to say what his ultimate does. Unlucky, I'm sorry. His ultimate is an AoE that ignores defense, and it goes up to 683%. The first one is 455. 455 is not... It's actually not bad, but the big kicker is that if you have DN, I feel like he can hit pretty hard, even if level 1. So, yeah, you can see that I'm not actually using a booster as well. I'm just using the end for the extra damage. Alright, let's see his damage right here. He does have Detonate, which is not going to be fully procced, of course, but 142k. This is, of course, using the end's buff from her passive and not using like any other sorts of buffs at all. It's just really him being him, which is good. Which is good. No need for a booster if you have like the combo with DN, of course, right? So this, and they're dead, of course. DN's an interesting character as well because of the extra 40%. He did 163k individual damage right there. Being AoE, that's actually pretty good. I should have seen the animation and the voice thingy for Jotaro. Let me play it again. I do wanna see that AoE level 3, of course, but I don't... Unless there are gonna be, you know, activities specific that he can be good for, on PvE, I don't see... It's good that I haven't started PvP yet, because I haven't talked about his commitment either. I'm just so all over the place. When we get to PvP, we talk about his commitment, because he doesn't really work in PvE anyways. But unless there's like a specific activity that he'll be good for, I don't see him being really necessary at all. If I just close my eyes, I can see Jotaro. Like, he didn't take damage. I mean, yeah, he does have type advantage, of course, but the resistance is really good. I don't even have defense on my thingy, right? It's attack and crit damage, but his resistance is just really high. Do this. I don't even know. This, and this. Having high resistance is really good, of course. 96k on level 2 with no attack boost, of course. Just, of course, Diane and Matrona buffing him as like naturally, right? I think he's really interesting because of that. I mean, the whole like giant thing that they're trying to do with passives and stuff is really interesting. It doesn't, you know, it's not perfect. It doesn't really work because there aren't that many giant characters, and frankly, DROLE isn't like the sickest character. Although, if his, the thing is that his passive, oh, it worked right there. You can see he debuffs later, should not be able to ult. The thing with his passive, right, is that for difficult activities, it just won't work. It just, because the enemies just cleanse. As you can see, he has an ultimate, but he can't use it because he's debuffed. It won't work in difficult activities because the enemies just cleanse. So, that's an issue he has to face. He was attack weak and that's why he hit a little less. But that's an issue he has to accommodate for, of course. Alright, I think it's already time for PvP. We can take him in a few matches. Honestly, I don't see the point of taking him on geared because I don't have the war gear for him, and he will be annihilated by any character with the war gear and, you know, now the super awakening as well. So I'll just take him on ungeared. Of course, bring him DN, and I don't know who'll be the third one, but we'll see. Okay, as we search for a match, I'll explain his commandment. His commandment is that you get a buff that increases resistance by 30% for 3 turns every time you take damage in PvP, up to 3 times. That only works in PvP, which is very... I wouldn't say it's like bad, because a lot of PvE fights it would be annoying, but... Oh, nice! A team that doesn't go for ults. Thank you. So, I thought of using this, and the reason for it is because Ult Rush, I assume, even though he's meant to be a counter for it, should be his best team, considering that his has an AoE ultimate, and you know, with the whole increasing damage thing, they got the resistance right there. That resistance buff can be really unfortunate if you're going first and stuff. I don't know. Your melee sucks. I mean, to be fair, my units have a lot of resistance, but am I king has triple resistance? Poggers? Alright, let me see. He's 1/6. He's 1 out of 6, but the N is in there. So he just might do some good damage. And he has 4 ultimate gauge. This might actually do good damage as well. You know, petrify if he doesn't die. Oh, I need to say his ultimate. He's a new character. That was not good. I mean, they did have actual resistance, which of course, you know, helps with taking less damage, right? But that was not very good. That wasn't the greatest, I'm not gonna lie. It was not the best damage for an ultimate. He is 1 out of 6. Oh, king. So here's the thing with his passive, right? Yes, Lilia is sealed, but Escanor isn't. And the reason for it is that it's a regular debuff. Meaning that Escanor cannot be debuffed, so the thing doesn't work on him. Dro's passive just doesn't work on him. And it's really unfortunate, I'm not gonna lie. Now, Lilia is sealed, but she can cleanse. She herself can cleanse, like she can use, yeah, you can see, can't use the ultimate card. But if this is a level 2 heal, he can just cleanse and use it. So it's... His passive, of course, would have been 100, a billion times better if it wouldn't be able to be cleansed, but at the same time it would have been maybe 2 OP. He would have definitely been really broken if it was, you know, impossible to be cleansed. He would have been like a top 5 best unit in the game at that point. Like, he would have been way too good. So I understand why he isn't like the invincible beast that he could be. But 17k. I don't know. I feel like the 40% from the end is not very well skewed. It's not. It's not. I don't know how it works. Does it apply the last bit of damage, the extra 40%? I'm gonna get Drole's ultimate back because the cards are gonna combine. Or is it just in the beginning? Got the buffs as well. Is it before you apply penetration and stuff like that? I don't get it. Alright. And then I'll take off your ultimate gauge. And I'll seal rank 1 and rank 2 and 3 cards. Ignore defense. Which doesn't mean much. Ignoring defense does not mean much, I'm not gonna lie. I was scared she wasn't gonna do damage because of the freaking resistance. I'm not gonna lie. She didn't do damage to... she didn't do damage to, what's her name, Lilia. Because of the resistance. That's unfortunate. Yeah, stuff like this. I'm gonna face... Okay, when I face an Alt Rush, I will have a different, you know, perception of his unit. She's still sealed. Because I took off her ultimate gauge, and when she got it again, she got sealed again. Which is nice. Let me see if I can kill Lily right here. 12k. I mean, yeah, he's doing 12k, but it's because the enemy has 90% extra resistance. Like, look at how much resist. Like, I don't even damage. Look how much resistance they have. Because of his pass. You're meant, I guess, to one-shot. So they don't really get any resistance at all. But, I mean, at 1-6, I don't know if I can one-shot them, you know? I guess if I had them at 6 out of 6, yeah, probably. Do this, this, and this. If I had him at 6 out of 6, yeah, probably I could one-shot them. But 1-6, ignoring defense is not all that. Like, defense is not that amazing of a stat anyways. Like, resistance is the real big deal, right? Let me go to a match where they're facing an Ultra Rush as well. Alright. Ultra Rush team, good. I mean, Ascanor is not gonna be, you know, affected, but still. Oh, it's red one. Okay, so he will be. Okay. One issue is that the red one is... Oh, red Ascanor is gonna be so buffed by the commitment. He's gonna be so buffed by the commitment. With all the buffs and stuff, right? Ooh, that hurt. Alright. Let me go for VM's ultimate real quick. She also seals ultimates. So it's like... There's kind of like no point to using them together, even though, you know, you kind of have to for the extra 40%. Or I guess... I wonder if Dan works in the back. Does she? If she works in the back, that wouldn't be so bad. Askin is gonna get debuffed, of course. Oh, that kills him. Oh, the resistance! Askin is sealed. Alright. Boop. I don't have a heal. I guess all I can really do is just this, just seal them next turn from using debuff cards like Petrify. Oop! Man! Ignoring defense really is nothing, huh? Oh, you're not. Oh, you did the damage, okay. Ignoring defense really is nothing. Unlucky, dude. Ignoring defense is literally nothing. Oh, he's gonna cleanse, yeah. You can just cleanse. It's like... What's the point? If they can just cleanse, what's the point? Like, the reason why Fraudulent is so OP is just because he is literally invincible. Like, you can't do anything to his passive. As long as it procs, of course, right? So long as it procs, you can't do anything to his passive. That's why it's so broken. Alright, can't use level 2 cards. If he has a level 1 cleanse, he can cleanse it beforehand. If he has a level 1 cleanse, he can just cleanse it and then, I guess, Petrify? Oh, yeah, he can cleanse, level up Ascanor, and then level 2, but he didn't do that. Oh. I guess he just couldn't. Yeah, I'm not feeling Drole's passive. It's really unfortunate. It's really unfortunate that they have actual 60% resistance. I don't think the end kills. I don't think the end kills. They have 60% actual resistance. It's really unfortunate that his passive can be cleansed, or else he would have been a beast. Oh, he did kill. Alright. Forgot that the end's ultimate is like super OP. I forgot the end's ultimate is like super OP. I don't know, Joe's good. Like, he's not bad, for sure. He has good stats, but I don't know. It's kind of disappointing. It's only really disappointing because we saw his stuff without knowing how it would work first. So we got, you know, a little bit of hope that he would be like super broken, which ended up not happening. So unfortunate. I mean, honestly, it's an easy skip. For me personally, this DROLE is an easy skip. DM is probably the biggest character in the band. I mean, technically the biggest one is DROLE, he's kind of taller. But the biggest you need to sign for is DM, just because of the fact that she's exclusive. Because DROLE is gonna be in every banner. So there's no incentive there, right? You can pull him randomly from a part shoot, okay? Yeah, this so nice. And then you have to war gear him for years as well, you know. So it's, I don't know, you do what you want to do. But this banner, unless you really want the characters that are featured, it's a okay banner. It's not a must summon for sure. I'll still summon Elizabeth from below this banner if I have to. Right? Alright, that's it. Thank you guys for watching.